Well, one of the things that I like about living in your car is having everything you own always with you. You're not going to go to the store. You're not going to go to the gym. You're not going to go to work. You're not going to go somewhere where you think you forgot something at home. And that is very attractive to me. Okay, I know that living in a vehicle is not very attractive to a lot of people, to most people. That's fine. I'm just sharing my opinion here. Also, when I think about the next step, if I get an RV, I like that you can detach from a travel trailer if you bought a travel trailer, but I don't like that I am leaving some of my belongings behind while I drive my towing vehicle. That's why I guess I do prefer a Class B, because I have everything I own always with me, even when I leave the campsite. Now, to be fair, I don't know if I like the idea of driving a Class B van every day, all day as my normal driver, but I do feel more drawn to the Class B because I rather have everything I own always with me than leaving something behind. Psychologically, and even logistically a little bit, but I would say it's probably mostly psychologically, is that I like to know that if I'm not going to go back to the campsite, or if I'm not going to go back to the campsite, I don't have to. Okay, I like to know that if I'm at a different location other than my campsite or place I'm staying, that I did not forget something somewhere else, because everything I own is always with me. And it kind of eliminates like having to feel something is left behind. It's either in this vehicle, or I don't own it, or I lost it somewhere else. And for my personality, that works for me well. I owned a home, I've lived in a vehicle, and I can tell you that was always a pain point for me when I leave my house. Like, oh, did I leave that behind? Oh, did I shut that off? Oh, did I, oh, my contacts are not in here. Did I leave my contacts there? My glasses are not here. Did I leave them there? I don't want to give the illusion that living in a vehicle is all thumbs up, because there's a lot of negatives, and a lot of people who are vulnerable financially or physically, they think it's the solution to everything, and they don't do things in order, and then they become more vulnerable than ever. So I want to be fair in my analysis, but I also want to share my real feelings towards this lifestyle as a nomad. One of the things that works for me is knowing that I always have everything I own always with me. And then if I change directions in life, we start the vehicle, we go, and I don't have to hitch a trailer. I don't have to go to my storage unit. I don't have to go back to my house. I have everything I own always with me. Psychologically and logistically, actually, it's a win for me. Okay, so I'm trying to design my next step in life while adding some stability, keeping a certain part of this nomadic lifestyle. Now, step one has just been staying at campgrounds more, because over the 5 years I've been living in my car, 90% has been stealth camping. Okay, especially, in the beginning, because I was moving from New Jersey to Florida, and then I was traveling around Florida a lot. And so now I'm honing in, okay, on building a life more or less in certain areas. So I recognize the need for change. And I've made one incremental step by willing to spend money, still below my means, to stay at campgrounds, registered as a tent camper, but living in my car, and getting a flow, okay, and feeling more secure at night, and just having a more peaceful daily routine. Your life is your daily routine. You want to create your best daily routine. There's times where you got to sacrifice, and there's times where you got to enjoy the fruits of your labor to stabilize and to live your best life. There's time for both. So now I'm gradually, adding these things in my lifestyle, willing to spend a little more to create the best life. And so campgrounds were step one. Eliminate finding a place to park every night by paying for a place to park every night legally and safely. Okay. Now, the next step will be home base and or RV. So I've been really looking at either a small mobile home lot where you can have a small mobile home, or an RV if it blows away, or just a raw RV lot. As time's going on here, The RV lot is a little bit more attractive because, you know, a small mobile home, it is what it is. It's just a lot of components in there that I don't need, don't want. And do I really want to leave stuff in the mobile home? Not really. I'm really just looking for a safe, legal place to park and to build my daily routine in areas that I enjoy to be. By the beach, in nice areas, etc. Okay. By the gyms, by the Starbucks. Okay. So, if I go raw RV lot, then it goes travel trailer or Class B. Or if I don't buy a home base, either way, at some point, you know, my vehicle's got over 200,000 miles. And if I'm going to invest in another vehicle, it's going to be, you know, probably a Class B, I would think, you know, because I think the attraction of having everything I own always with me is a big enough thing. And then when I look at the cost of a tow vehicle plus a travel trailer, you know, you're probably just, for a tow vehicle, you easily can spend 30 to 50,000 without even trying. And then, you know, a travel trailer, at least 20,000, at least. So right there, you're 50, 70,000. So Class B, you can get the smallest one at 18 foot long, Class B, for around, you know, 70, 80,000. At the base level, a Solus Pocket, doesn't have a bathroom. A Thor Rise 18M model does have a bathroom, something like that. And, you know, so that's kind of my thoughts on where I'm at with my journey. And that's what I would share with you. Because, look, I don't want to go back to just, you know, I had a condo. I don't want to go back to that because I don't want shared walls. I learned that in my hunt for this home base. I almost bought another condo. And while I think it was a nice condo, I think it was a good deal. I think it was kind of the things I wanted, where it was close to the beach, close to Starbucks, good walking areas. But I found out I don't want shared walls. During the inspection, there was a leak. And even if there was no leak that brought up to me, I went through that. When you have a condo or apartment, shared walls, leaks from your neighbors and things, that's always possible, you know, because it's just the way the construction of a building is when you're connected to walls. So I said, I don't want that, you know. So then I go to the disconnected mobile home lot that you can legally put an RV if the mobile home blows away, or just a raw RV lot that you can legally put an RV. Or just don't buy the house, stay at campgrounds and buy an RV. So, you know, slowly but surely I'm making progress. And again, the evidence is just by staying at campgrounds more, because that's a step in a different direction. And when you're buying, you should be slow to acquire and quick to self-care and quick to maintain your income. Because the worst case that happens if you're indecisive about buying, you save up money, you have full flexibility, you're taking care of yourself, self-care, so you're not losing, okay? So obviously I know some of the counter argument is inflation, this and that, but look, in my experience in life, on average, if you're chasing, trying to beat inflation, you're rushing, you're not living a structured budget life, and you're not getting ahead anyway. And owning a house, even if it goes up in equity, is not a win, because you don't make a dime till you sell. And if you sell and the market is high, that means you're going to buy when the market is high, unless you're going to be a nomad like me. So that's the game of real estate. So don't go chasing real estate waterfalls. But the bottom line, guys and girls, I hope these consistent videos on this channel help you in some way. If they do, and you want to support the channel, click that blue join button. Thank you to all my members. Subscribe if you're not. Click that thumbs up. Leave a comment below. Share the video. Put me in the algorithm of success. Watch my playlist, which has thousands of free videos. And remember, to live your best life, you're going to have to build healthy habits. You're going to have to focus on self-care. You're going to have to focus on obtaining income that's greater than your expenses. And for the average person, including me at this point, that's a W-2, working for someone else and making consistent income. And then on the side, be a 1099 independent contractor and entrepreneur. Do something that you love, or something that you can at least prove that you're making some extra money. Okay, and you know, it's another leg on the table of income. So if one leg gets chopped, if you get laid off or something happens with a job, you still have other legs to hold the table up. Your income needs to have a multi-leg approach. And live below your means, which means is your monthly income is above your monthly expenses. And that surplus of money, put some in savings. Savings does not get a healthy return, but it's peace of mind, it's stability. Investments, whether stock market, crypto, whatever, while they may go up, they also may go down. And that's instability, that's volatility, that's hurtful to your mental health. So you got to balance and start with savings, and then incrementally, if you want to put some assets in risk, 30% or less of your net worth. Why? Peace of mind, a solid foundation of financial stability, and that's your best life, in my opinion. Do what you want. So thank you again for watching. We did it again. We showed up. We didn't want to do it, but we structured our mind. We picked a topic. We hit start. Doesn't have to be perfect, but anything in life, if you show up consistently and you try your best, okay, and you fall when you get back up, you're going to go further than if you did the opposite. Remember, look at your decision and then think about, okay, what happens if I do this? Then reverse engineer the decision. What happens if I don't show up, if I sleep late, if I take a nap, okay, if I overeat at night, if I troll online, what happens? Your life gets worse. What happens if you reverse that? What happens if you wake up early, you don't take a nap, you're more productive, you don't troll, you compliment instead of criticizing? Your life gets better. Never forget it. See you in the next one.